Hello, this is Gene Tuatara, your host, and welcome back to Science Supernova, named after my favorite Oasis song. But don't tune in expecting some of the best hits of the 90s. Tune in expecting an incredible oasis of hard science in a sea of misinformation. We're going to spend the next hour going over some of the science news of the day, and we're going to do one of our deep dives into the wild world of wind. Everyone's talking about the climate. Why don't we do something about it? Well, there's nothing we can do about wind except learn. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the middle of a big pledge drive. We're trying to get those numbers up. We're trying to get those listeners. And a suggestion was made that an hour of me on the radio was not bringing people in. They suggested a co-host. I said perhaps another astrophysicist or someone from the biological sciences, or even an astronaut. They wanted a comedian. We compromised. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to my show, Connecticut radio personality, The Moose.
Okay. All right. How you doing, Jeaner?
Well, I'm doing okay.
It's great to be back on a terrestrial radio.
Yes.
Ready to go.
Yes.
Not much of a science guy, not very educated, but, you know.
You are very educated.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not?
No,
okay.
no.
Well, you know that's okay.
10th grade education, dropped out. But I went to the school of hard knocks.
Oh, no, that's incredible. Well, now in 10th grade, you're beginning to get into cell division. You're beginning to work on evolutionary theory. And of course...
No, I didn't have those. I had remedial science. We just played in dirt. They just put us out in the dirt.
Okay.
It's all right.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Well, you know, this show is for a general audience, and we want to get to the science news of the day. Let's talk about this.
First, we got to do a moose call.
Well, I don't.
Right?
No,
so
I don't know about
where's
that.
my moose heads at? Let's
I
get a
don't
moose
think,
call.
you know.
Moose. All right.
Okay.
You want to give me a moose call, Jeaner?
I don't think so. Yeah.
All right.
So let's talk about
right.
this. There are science has found that ingesting probiotic material can actually help with depression. Bacteria which help you digest your food actually can improve your mood.
I don't know. See, a lot of times, you know, my girlfriend Roberta, she cooks me all this ethnic food, and I eat it, and it really doesn't help my digestion. I get a case of what they call firea. So, do you have any medical advice for me there? You're a doctor, right?
Well, I'm a doctor of astrophysics. I don't.
What?
I'm a doctor of astrophysics.
But you're a doctor.
I am a doctor.
What, doctor of astro? Because I really need need some advice down back.
You and my nephew had the same idea there.
Yeah.
No. Well, you have to understand. This is I study the heavens.
I see.
Heavenly bodies, stars,
Heavens.
and so
Wait,
on.
I thought you were a science guy. So you're all right with this intelligent design thing I've been hearing on this show I watch on YouTube.
No. I believe in Darwin's theory of evolution.
Yeah, but you can't prove it. You can't prove it.
Well, in fact,
it's a theory.
You can prove it.
It's a theory.
It's a theory. A theory means something different.
Listen, genus, it's a theory.
It's just gene.
No, it can be Jeaner like wiener or genus like penis. Take your pick, pal. All right? Now.
So a team of scientists have traced the evolution of whale size. And you know whales.
I know a little bit of whale size.
Okay, well, before you hop in, millions of years ago, dog-like mammals took to the sea and evolved into what are modern-day whales. But we've found that only recently, in the last 2 to 3 million years, on a geological time scale, very short period of time, is when they increase so much.
2 to 3 million years is not a short amount of time.
Well, in the whole history of the Earth and the universe, it's quite short.
But how can they ever know how old it is?
Well,
how you weren't there to see it, were you?
No, and that's what's so powerful about science is it can tell us about those things.
So wait, hold on. So explain to me. So you got these whales, and they evolved into they evolved from dogs.
Right. Well, dog-like mammals.
Can we swear on this show?
No, well, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Well, you just did it, but don't. Yeah, no.
What, you got censors? FCC doesn't regulate public radio, do they?
More than anything else, yes, I think they do. Yes. They're especially concerned. But what you have to understand is the whale's food was distributed in the oceans, and the enhanced benefits of large body size 2 to 3 million
Well, I'll
years
tell you
ago.
about the enhanced benefits of large body size.
Okay, well,
right.
no, I feel like this is going to go in a ribald direction, and I'm not interested in
It
that.
gives you a little more gravity to help with your pushing, you know what I mean?
Okay,
You know?
all right. Well,
You know?
you're speaking, of course, of helping your friends move.
No, I'm speaking of-
Scientists are saying that using data from NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter, they found evidence that
You
bright
know, I was
areas
in space, right? So maybe I should handle this
I
one.
am unspeakably jealous of that fact.
Oh yeah, I was in space. I
no-
lived there. See, I'm sure the listeners are wondering how did moose survive? Everybody died, but I didn't die. I was blackout drunk. I woke up. Everybody was dead, and it was kind of like a gravity situation. They came back and rescued me, and I became got a lot of earnings from that. Didn't keep them, but that's all right. But I think that I should handle the space.
Donated the earnings? Or?
I donated them to a number of establishments all over through New England, if you know what I mean. Some a lot of female entertainment type venues, but that's neither here nor there. But,
Indeed.
so
The bright areas and craters on the moon. It's nothing.
See?
It is not even like how a moose goes.
well, that's how this moose goes, pal. Moose.
There are bright areas in craters that scientists believe could be areas that frost could accumulate. Now, we haven't found water on the moon, but incredibly tantalizing. There could be.
Incredibly tantalizing, genus.
Gene.
Genus? It kind of sounds like penis, too. And, and
well, it really
genius.
doesn't.
It's like a genius penis. That's you, Doc.
Well, you know, I'll take it as some sort of twisted compliment.
I didn't mean it that way.
Now, listen, we're going to do our deep dive into wind later. We have another comedian is going to be on the show, Sebastian,
Sebastian.
who's going to be promoting his.
Hilarious. That guy gets dirty. Dirty.
Well, not on the. Well,
D-E-R-D. Dirty.
Okay. Well, we're going to send him through the scrubbing bubbles, and he's going to come on and talk about where comedy and science intersect.
Oh, great.
And we're going to have we're going to have a fun time.
Sounds
Good.
so fun.
clean
Well,
time.
I'm sure we'll have fun one way or the other.
Yes. And so, but let's begin the deep dive into wind. Now, where does wind come from? What is wind? What is the source of wind? Do you have a hypothesis?
I know where my wind comes from. I get more of a southerly wind, comes from south and then kind of dissipates everywhere. You know what I mean? It just breaks. Especially after I eat Roberta's cooking. That's right.
Right. And so, but on Earth, on the planet Earth, we live on a big rock surrounded by a very thin atmosphere. And so when heat acts upon that atmosphere, it creates different pressure systems. And
I wasn't listening.
okay. Well, listen.
Yeah,
Let's do this.
Horrible.
Our station, Connecticut Public Radio, is kept afloat by your donations. And we keep it ad-free, and we keep shows such as this one on the air through your listener donations, and that's how we're able to present you with this kind of information. And what I'd love for you to do right now is if you can pick up the phone, give a call to this station, or you can go on our website, make a donation. You can make a donation out of the goodness of your heart, or you can do it for a mug with the Connecticut Public Radio logo on it. Well, you make your friends jealous, Moose. And you can get a tote bag, and that's sometimes the grocery store will give you a dime for using it. So you can start making that money back.
So, but, right. But what about our listeners that might have some financial difficulties? You know, maybe
listen,
maybe you're listening and you want to pledge, but you got bills and debts piling up. But don't worry, the Moose has the answer. It's nixpayday.com. That's nixpayday.com. And it'll get you out of any trouble you have. You know, maybe you went a little too hard with your boys over the weekend. You went to the racetrack, the casino, you hit up some strip clubs, had a couple steak dinners, enjoyed the services of some beautiful women. Then Monday morning rolls around and you're screwed like a pooch. You got rent to pay, you got an engagement ring to buy, your credit cards are maxed out 25, 26, 30% interest. Don't despair. Listen. NixPayday.com will help you get out from underneath that crushing debt. Hold on, this is a personal endorsement.
You can't, there cannot be an advertisement on the air. That's we'll get busted by the FCC worse
but
than...
the good thing about NixPayday.com is they don't check your credit score. They don't care if you're in bankruptcy. They'll never ask you embarrassing personal questions like your employment history or criminal record. At NixPayday.com, you can get a personal loan for any reason. You want that dream house in Yonkers? Call NixPayday.com.
Yonkers?
You want that sweet Dodge Viper fully loaded turbocharged with the V6 engine? Call Nick's Payday for an auto loan. You got a kid you promised to send to college? Call Nick's Payday for student loans. Maybe you always wanted to start a business. I know me, I wanted to start a business. I always had a dream I'd own an adult ATV playground, and I named it Moose's Mud Wild. And Nick's Payday was there to help me start it, and also they were there to help me when we got sued for all the mud-related injuries. So that's NixPayday.com, and listeners of the show, enter the promo code MOOSE for even more totally sick savings.
Yeah, is that 2 or 9 O's? You cannot, absolutely not.
Are you ready to have the special talk? Are you ready to have some fun?